Hi, I'm Kelly Curcio. I'm the Pre K Director at the Nanuet Family Resource Center. The Nanuet Family Resource Center Pre K program is located at the George Miller Elementary School. Here we offer full and half-day Pre K classes. We follow the creative curriculum. We also are part of the UPK, so we encourage everyone to apply for a UPK spot in the Nanuet School District. There are not that many spots, but unfortunately not everyone will receive one. If you do not receive one, we do have private Pre-K programs here available too. We offer before and after care as well. And we have a wonderful staff here. The children have a great time here. We love what we do, and I would like you now to meet our wonderful, talented, and dedicated staff.
Hi, I'm Ariel, one of the Pre-K teachers at George Miller, and in our classroom we have plenty of centers for the children to choose from. When they come to school, they have plenty of options, like our writing center, where they work on their fine motor skills using pencils, crayons, markers, scissors if they want to continue some art projects. On the opposite side of the writing center is an art easel where they can paint and color and work on any projects they would like. Also over in the center we can hang their artwork for everyone to see. There's also a manipulative center where they can play with Legos and train tracks and dollhouse. We have a kitchen center where they work on their social emotional skills and they get to play house together, cook some food together, and they really enjoy just spending that time together as a class and creating those friendships. In a block center, we have plenty of blocks for them to build. They like to build bridges and towns and really use their imagination to make creations in their classroom. We have a quiet library center that they like to read in and relax and just kind of cool down for their time at the library.
Hello everyone, I'm Miss Barbara. I'm one of the Pre-K teachers here at George Miller. I would like to introduce you to our circle time that is done in every classroom every morning and every afternoon as your child goes to half day. At circle time we sing a welcome song so that everyone gets to learn everybody's name. The children have already put their names up in our name chart when they come in, so they're ready to go. We do the calendar, which gives us letter identification and number identification and helps with counting. We do the letter of the week. My class, we put the letter on the alphabet tree here. We also do the sound of the letter. And over here we do words that start with the letter of the week. We do the weather. A child comes up and tells me what the weather is. And then we use these different weather icons to show what the weather is. Of course, we sing about everything. So today is sunny, so we would sing today is sunny, today is sunny. If anyone should ask you, all you have to say is, today is sunny, all day long. So we sing about everything in here. At this time also, we tell the children what we're going to do for the day, our plans for the day. We do songs that we're going to learn for the week or the month, depending on the season, depending on our themes. So we have a lot of fun at circle time. The children are able to engage with us in conversation, and this helps with their vocabulary development. So that's circle time, starting our day. This is another part of our day in the Pre-K classroom. We do the handwriting without tears method for teaching the children how to write. Along with my assistant, Miss Jessica, hello. We teach the children how to do the letters, first with simple lines. So we have a long line and a short line. And with the wooden pieces, the children can make the lines on the pad. So then we also have a big curve and a little curve. And once again, they can form letters with these wooden pieces. Also in this, we work on chalkboards. With small pieces of chalk, the children will learn to always start their letters at the top, and they will start their letter and make a long line and then a short line to make, for instance, the letter L. During the week, Jessica also plays a game with them.
Each child will get a sheet of paper with 8 little boxes with the letter of the week. I will ask them each individually a certain word. So let's say our letter is U. I may say upward. Does that have the U sound? Upward. And the child will say yes, and we will place a chip down. But we will also use other words that don't start with the letter U, so they have to really listen to the sound of the word.
By the end of the week, we use our workbook. This is the Handwriting Without Tears workbook. Once again, we're dealing with the lines. So the children will trace the lines of the letter in their workbook, and then we have them write it individually on the page. Every child receives a sticker in praise for their efforts. This is a fun way for the children to learn to write, and we found over the years that this is the best way and easiest way for them to learn how to write their letters.
Hi, I'm Miss Kelly, and I'm here to tell you about story time and literacy in the pre-K program. Every day the students have a story read to them, and the activities for the day usually revolve around that story. For instance, we did a unit on fairy tales, and we read Goldilocks and the Three Bears. After we read it and we did some activities with sorting big, small, and medium, we also acted it out to help with their comprehension. We have Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and the children took turns acting out the parts of the story. So we do a lot of things with retelling and asking questions about stories. We also do other things to increase our literacy skills. The children write in their own journals. This one was about things you see or do in the winter, and someone drew a picture drinking hot cocoa, watching TV by the fireplace. We also do things with rhyming activities. So this is our snowman, and the children get snowballs that have pictures on them, and if this is a cat and a bat, so it rhymes, they get to feed the snowman. If it doesn't, they put the snowball to the side. We also do lots of crafts that go with these activities. For instance, we're reading The Mitten today, and the children break into groups, and they create the characters from the story, and we'll make a bulletin board out of it. So there's a lot of room for them to do letter identification during story time, and as well as reading comprehension, retelling the stories, all great and important skills that they need to become readers. And we try to encourage the love of reading in pre-K.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Mimi. I'm going to talk about art. Art is so important because it develops their creativity, initiates new ideas, helps them focus, and most importantly, develop their fine motor skills. They develop their fine motor skills by using scissors, ripping paper, using crayons, paintbrushes. This all strengthens their fine motor muscles, all by having fun. We have weekly themes. This week we did hibernation, and we made little bears out of clay. And we'll paint them tomorrow, and by the end of the week, we will send them home in their little dens. This is some of the stuff we do in pre-K, some of our projects, and there's more to come. All right, thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Miss Chrissy, and I'm here to share with you a little bit of information about one of my favorite areas of learning here in pre-K, and that would be science. Introducing early scientific concepts to children at this age is actually very beneficial for their growth and development in many areas of their lives. For example, it could help them with their communication skills. It helps them learn to work with other children in a teamwork environment, and it could also help them with their problem-solving skills. So we explore many areas of science here in pre-K. Some of the units that we might learn about and explore are, we can get into bugs and insects, the weather, the ocean. We do a dinosaur unit. We get into outer space exploration. And we also learn about natural habitats of some of the various animals that we learn about throughout the year. We also like to do lots of fun and exciting science experiments, one being making a volcano erupt, which has been a favorite throughout the years. We also utilize scientific instruments in the classroom. All of our classrooms have these items in their room. We utilize magnifying glasses that they use. They can get up, go around the room, explore. We'll bring in elements from outside of the classroom, such as things that you might find in nature for them to explore. Our classrooms have scales for weights and measurement experiments. And all of the classrooms have a variety of magnets for the children to play with and to build with. And this actually has been a favorite of the children for years also. All of our items are always rotated out on a daily basis. This ensures that the children are always having new learning opportunities. So that's just a little bit about what we cover here in pre-K for the science unit. The list goes on and on throughout the year, and the children have a wonderful time learning. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miss Colleen. I'm an assistant here in the pre-K program at George Miller. Every day the children, with weather permitting, will come out onto the playground. This is one of the playgrounds they will play at. On the playground they will practice gross motor skills like running and jumping and throwing a ball and all different kinds of things to keep their bodies healthy and strong. We also have the blacktop that the children can play on. They can do chalk. We will do obstacle courses with the children as well. If the weather does not permit us to be outside, we are inside. We can do dancing and movement. We do yoga with the children, and the kids really, really enjoy their playground time.
Hi, my name is Roseanne Mercado. I am the director of the Nanuet Family Resource Center. The Family Resource Center is a nonprofit that supports families in the district. And one of the ways we support our families in the district is our pre-K program. So this year, things were a lot different because of the pandemic, and we feel it's important that you know what we put in place to make sure our children stayed safe. So the first thing that we did is mask. Everyone wore their mask. Children, staff, the custodians, and anybody in this building, they all had their mask on. And the one thing I'd like you to know is our little ones did terrific. They were able to keep the mask on. We did do mask breaks, and we also changed them sometimes when they got a little dirty, but it really worked well. So I don't want anybody to worry. If we have to do it in September, it worked well this year. We also did a lot of hand washing. The little ones washed their hands when they came into the classroom. They washed their hands before they had anything to eat. They washed their hands after they ate. They washed their hands before we went outside on the playground, when we came in from the playground. So we did a lot of hand washing. We also had these sit spots. These sit spots were really great because the teachers were able to put them on the floor and make sure they were socially distanced, and the children loved them. They had their name, they knew their color. The other thing that we did so that the children were far enough apart when they had their snacks or their lunch and their breakfast is we had these trays. Every child had their own tray and they had their little name on it, and they were able to be around the classroom, and eat safely. Everything was sanitized daily. The toys, the tables, the chairs, a lot of cleaning went on this year. In the half-day program, the little ones that came in the morning had a whole set of toys, and the little ones in the afternoon had their whole set of toys, so that it wasn't used by both groups. So that worked out really nice. Teachers worked really hard at the cleaning. When the kids came in with their supplies, their coats, their backpacks, they all went into an extra large Ziploc bag. And also the bedding for the full-day students, they were in Ziploc bags, so that kept everything separate and safe. The district put fans in all the rooms so that it would circulate the air, and they also put in air purifiers. So all our pre-K classrooms have air purifiers and fans, thanks to the district. Okay. The other thing that we did was all the students had their own supplies. So they all had a little box, and their crayons, their scissors, their glue sticks were all there, so they only used what was theirs. And then the one thing that we did that I think was the best thing we could have done for our families is use the Bright Wheel app. The Bright Wheel app means that the parents could communicate with the teachers. There's a little part to it that they can text back and forth, so they were kept on top of everything. The teachers sent out messages, parents sent in messages, and the teachers were also able to take pictures of the students doing the things in the classroom. They're coloring, they're singing their songs, just different activities. So this way the parents still had a connection to the school, and that was really important because not having our parents in this year was probably one of the hardest things we had to do. So we look forward to having your children with us, and if you have any questions, please call the center and we will answer whatever we can. Thank you.
Now that you've had the opportunity to meet the wonderful staff we have here in our pre-K program at the Nanuet Family Resource Center, I would just like to add a few little things. Not only do the children have a great time, and that's one of the most important things we have here is that safety and the well-being of our students, but it's also very important that we communicate with our families. So here at Nanuet Family Resource Center, you will receive a monthly newsletter so you know what's going on in the class, the themes, the letters of the week, any important dates. We also send a weekly update, so every Friday you will get an email or a Bright Wheel message from your class, your child's teacher, and that will inform you about what happened throughout the week, and it will give you the opportunity to talk to your children and discuss with them things that went on here. We do use a system, this was our first year. We use a system called the Bright Wheel system for messaging, and on that system you can check your child in and out of the classroom. You have the ability to message your child's teacher, and your child's teacher has the ability to message you on it as well. And the teachers send pictures and little video clips on a regular basis so that you can see what your child is doing in class. I would like to thank everyone for joining us on our little presentation here. If you have any questions, please feel free to email or give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.